What were some of the hardships you went through putting Megadeth together?
Well, having no money is always challenging. You know what I mean? And I think every band goes through that, unless they're like dad is a .com billionaire or something, you know. But it's, you know, but that's also part of what fuels your energy. It fuels your music. It fuels your enthusiasm. And you know, Dave and I never had a backup plan. You know what I mean? I was never one of these kids who, you know, grew up, went to college, and had a backup plan just in case music didn't work. To me, music was it. That was all I wanted to do, was all I was going to do, and it was pretty much do or die. You know, and I think that me and Dave having our backs against the wall all the time, that really drove us to create what is Megadeth. And to that end, even this new album, I mean, you know, our backs were against the wall. We had 10 weeks to crank out a new record, and we didn't want it to suck, right? After all these years, you know. And I think, you know, the same kind of mentality. It produced a great record for us, and that's something I think the fans are really going to be excited about. So it's kind of funny that here we are all these years later, 2011, operating almost under the same kind of mindset and urgency that we did back when we were writing Killing Is My Business and Peace Sells But Who's Buying.
Yeah. I got a couple more questions. Okay. What's your favorite new album from like your old school thrash contemporaries?
Oh boy,
there's been some good ones. So.
Yeah, you know, the New Testament record, and that's not somebody who I grew up listening to, but sort of from a contemporary, the New Testament record's good. Very heavy, actually. And almost more of a hardcore metal record, you know. So I'd say that's one. I'm looking forward to hearing the new Anthrax record. I haven't heard that yet. So I'm looking forward to hearing that. So there's a couple, I'd say, right?
Yeah. All right. I got one more question. If you give the up-and-coming like thrash revival bands one word of advice, or any word of advice, what would it be?
A thrash revival band. Like, give me an example.
Like Warbringer, Lazarus AD. You heard of those guys?
Yeah. You know, here's what I would say: is we all, you know, it's. None of us ever did it on our own. You know what I mean? There was always a collective group of us. You know, bands are sort of spawned several at a time, and I'll use the Big Four as an example. You know, the four of us all emerged around the same time. That was the culture. That was what the world wanted to hear. So my experience has been combining forces with your contemporaries is a great way to revive and really breathe some fresh air back into a scene or a genre that you may have been part of. So sometimes strength in numbers.
All right, so do you have any other things you want to say to listeners or anything?
You know, just thank you so much for everything, man. It's been a great ride. I'm thrilled that we can do these Big Four shows for everybody, because really it's our gift to them. You know, I mean, that's really what it is. It's our block party. It's our thrash metal block party that we get to throw for all of our fans, you know, and looking forward to everybody hearing the new Megadeth album when it comes out.
Cool. All right, thanks, Dave. This is Tim from 91.5 WBIM, Severe Auditory Trauma.